Hello and welcome back to the Action Heart YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about resistance training. Now if you're new to resistance training or you're a clinic patient who's recently joined the health club, please do book a 60-minute introduction session with a member of the team. We'll take you through everything that I'm going to cover in this video series with one-to-one instruction on machine setup, correct technique, controlling your breathing, and how to progress in a safe way when you're ready. We'll also work with you to develop a personalised plan that will really help you get started with some resistance training. So what are the benefits of resistance training? Well, it helps to improve your muscle strength and to keep them as strong as possible. It helps to strengthen the tendons around your joints to make sure they're as supported as they can be while you're moving. It also promotes an increase in bone density, meaning your bones stay as strong as possible. So before I cover the basics of resistance training, just a little bit about safety. Make sure you're completely warmed up before you do any resistance training exercises. My colleagues have done a video on this already, so please refer to that if you need a little bit of help in that area. Always make sure you're using good technique. I'll be covering each machine in detail, so you'll know exactly what you're doing when you're using each one of those. Ensure you maintain good controlled breathing throughout all the exercises. Really important that. Make sure you're not holding your breath at any point, and always make sure that you're lifting a sensible amount. Don't get crazy just when you're starting out. Alright. So with that said, let's cover the basics. Machine setup, I'm just going to be using the overhead press as an example here. Make sure you know how to set up the machine correctly for your size. Okay, on this particular machine, there's just a handle here to adjust the seat height. You do, like so. There are instructions on the side here if you need a little bit of help as well. Okay. When you're doing the exercises, make sure you're doing controlled, slow movements all the time. So in this case, pushing up for about 2 to 3 seconds, coming back down for about 2 to 3 seconds. Make sure you got the machine under control at all times. A little word on your breathing. If it helps, exhale as you push. Breathe in as you come back down to the start. Don't ever hold your breath. Try to keep track of how many repetitions you're doing. You'll hear us talking about sets and reps quite a lot in resistance training. Reps just stands for repetitions. This is the number of complete movements you do one after the other. Sets refers to the number of times you do a group of those repetitions with a slight rest in between. To begin with, you'll generally be doing 12 to 16 repetitions. Have a short rest of about 30 seconds to a minute, and then do a second set of those 12 to 16 repetitions. And it's important you keep at least a loose record of the amount of weights you can do and the number of sets and reps you can do at that weight. I'll be covering this in a lot more detail in a video on progression, so please do check that out when you feel ready to move on. As with all our other equipment, once you finish using it, do give it a quick clean and ready for the next pace. That's the basics of resistance training. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.